welcome to 31 Nights of Halloween. All October long, we'll be going over nothing but Halloween topics from true crime stories, scary stories, and the true stories behind our favorite movies. But first, make sure you help your girl out by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. So, lately I've been going over a lot of movies and the stories behind them. So, today we're going to switch it up a bit and I'll be going over a Halloween true crime case. We are going back to October 2016. It was Halloween night when 16-year-old Nicholas Starling and his 14-year-old little brother Harley would go out trick or treating. And then afterwards, they would return home and they would watch scary movies with their grandparents, which they lived with. Their father actually was unalived 2 years prior, and their mother wasn't handling her grief well and she couldn't take care of the boys, so she left them with their grandparents. But anyways, after they were done watching movies, they decided to call it a night and everyone headed to their rooms. Little did everyone know that they would wake up that next morning to devastation. The next morning, Nicholas and his grandmother woke up around 5 a.m. This is when Nicholas would go to Harley's room, but the door was locked, which was very unusual. Harley never locked his door. So their grandmother would go and get the key to unlock the door when she found Harley unalive in his room, covered in blood. This is when she would call 911.
My grandson evidently himself last night. He's cold. You can't move him.
What happened?
No, I don't. His head is back. His eyes are open. Covered.
His head was covered?
Yeah, he had the blanket up over his face.
Were there any weapons around or anything?
I don't know if he was playing with fake blood or what. There's like the fake blood stuff all over his arm and up around his shoulder.
And you said his eyes are open too?
Yes.
Okay.
I shook him because I was trying to wake him up. His dad just died 2 years ago.
Okay. Are there any guns in the house that you know of?
Yes, but he can't get to them.
Okay. Do you live here with them, or how?
They live with me. They've lived with me since their dad.
And what was?
It was in November.
Did you hear anything weird last night or anything?
No.
Okay.
He just went to bed and that was it.
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but Joanna, which is the grandmother, seemed very calm during this phone call. I mean, I do know that everyone handles traumatic situations differently, but it did seem a little off to me. But, anyways, Joanna thought Harley had done this to himself. But once police arrived, they immediately knew that wasn't the case. Someone had come into the home and unalived 14-year-old Harley. But who? Who would want to hurt this little boy? And how? Joanna had cameras in the home. Now, Harley's window was open, which was also not normal. Joanna always kept the windows in the house closed and locked. So, did someone come through Harley's window? But again, the question is who? Well, after reviewing camera footage from the cameras inside the home, they saw Nicholas walking around the house. So at this point, police would start questioning Nicholas and what he was doing that night.
After everybody else went to bed, you went to bed. Did you actually go to sleep though?
After I was done watching Ghostbusters.
Okay. And once that got over,
Then I turned it off. I turned the TV off, went to my bed, and got,
okay. So what time do you think you got to sleep?
I think about 1 something.
So then you go to bed, and what time do you get up?
Well, I got up about 5 o'clock when my first alarm goes.
Okay, 5 a.m.
I got to take a shower. And then when I got out of the shower, I got to Hardy's door.
Okay.
I knocked.
Okay.
I said, Hardy, it's time for you to take a bath. He didn't answer.
Not twice. He didn't answer.
No.
Okay, and then what happened?
Well, after I was done trying to get him out, I told Grandma that he wasn't responding.
Okay, did you go into his room at any time before you woke Grandma up?
No.
Okay.
Well, she moves through a key. She finds the key to his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
She opens it, tells him, or said it's time for you to get up, starts to walk away. I tell Ron that he's not rude for her. She comes in here thinking it's a prank. I see his window open, I shut it.
It's how far open was it?
Like about here.
Okay. Was the blanket, over his head, not over his head, was it around his waist? Was it
Over his head.
We're asking permission if we could go into your room. We're not looking for anything that may embarrass you or that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for anything that would be connected to this. And if we don't see anything, then we wouldn't take anything. Okay? Is that okay? Okay. What would you be concerned about us going in and finding?
I haven't really trusted people that way.
I understand that. Guns or anything like that they need to be aware of?
Brownell did give us a baseball bat in case anyone tried to break into it.
Sure. Well, I understand that. Other than that, anything? I mean, is there or something you're concerned about or anything like that?
But I just don't want you to be freaked out about the game I have splat house.
The game that has a lot of blood in it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is it okay if we check your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people just find that type of game disturbing. Don't be disturbed by my background pictures either.
I'm not even going to look at it. Don't you even worry about it.
I did.
Okay.
Or my music.
Yeah, these officers were on the I need to take anything they find of evidentiary value. Okay, so that means that they find something specific that would be, would have been used in your brother's death or something like anything like that they'll find in there. What?
Just the bats.
Okay.
I know I forgot. The pants I wore for trick or treating.
Did the bats cause your brother's death?
No.
Okay. Well then, why were?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Because I didn't hear anyone break my window to get in.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. Okay.
I wore these pants and I got fake blood.
Okay. That's easy to accept. That's not a big deal.
I kind of got mad and just threw it away.
Okay.
So, for starters, Nicholas didn't ask about his brother not once. He didn't seem curious about what may have happened to his brother either. And not once did he show any emotion that his brother had passed away. Now, I will say that Nicholas does seem like he might be on the spectrum. Now, there was also evidence that the family cat was being tortured.
You tried to string around the cat neck. I'm just curious why a cat has a string around its neck. Did you do that?
No.
Who did?
I don't know.
You don't know, you didn't see that? Did Mittens have a string around its neck when you let her outside?
No, she didn't.
She didn't? Okay. Or do you usually stay up late? Do you go to sleep quickly, or do you stay up late?
The only days I ever stay up late is when I'm a bit sad.
When you're sad? Were you sad last night?
Yeah, but I got over it in a few bits.
What were you sad about? You mind telling me?
I was kind of getting a bit close to November, and that's the month where my dad died.
So, as you can see, first he denies ever hurting the cat, but after detectives push him a little bit, he eventually admits to it. At this point, all of the evidence is coming in, and all of it is pointing towards Nicholas. Detectives found a baseball bat hidden outside. They found bloody jeans in the laundry that were Nicholas's, and the blood belonged to Harley. They also found a knife in Nicholas's backpack, and the only person that was seen walking around on camera was Nicholas. So he waited for everyone to fall asleep, and then he walked around the house a little bit, deliberating on what he was going to do. He then walked into Harley's room and he watched him sleep for a little while before he decided to hit him about 15 times with a baseball bat. When he was done, he said Harley started to make some noise, so then he decided to go to the kitchen, grab a knife, and stab Harley 3 to 4 times in the throat, just to keep him quiet. Afterwards, he started to clean up. He went and cleaned the knife, he threw the bat out the window, and then he went outside and walked the dogs. And during that time, he would hide the bat behind the fence. He then would change his clothes and hide them. And then, last but not least, he decided to lock Harley's door to make it look like someone probably just came through the window and did this to his brother. After all of that, Nicholas went to sleep. Like, he literally said he fell asleep super easy, and it was actually pretty cringe. Crazy, right? After all that, he was able to go to sleep. Now, Nicholas did say that he only wanted to hurt Harley, that he never planned on taking his life. But Nicholas didn't even seem like he was bothered that his brother was unalive and that he did it. This story is just so crazy to me. I mean, I grew up with brothers and I know they can be frustrating and sometimes you want to hurt them. And if you have siblings, I'm sure most of you can understand what I'm talking about. But I can never imagine hurting or unaliving my brother. Now, I will say Nicholas does seem awesome. Like the way he communicates, he seems much younger than a 16-year-old boy. And he didn't have the best life. Like I said, his father was unalived 2 years prior. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but regardless, losing a parent is hard enough, let alone losing one in that manner. And after that, his mother left him with his grandmother. Now, I'm sure she did her best, but their home did look very cluttered. They didn't look like they were well off, and I feel like there were more than likely signs of behavioral issues that the grandmother probably just ignored because she didn't seem very surprised when she found out what happened. And I also find myself questioning how she didn't hear anything. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, because I know Harley was asleep and maybe the first hit was to his head. But if it wasn't, I'm sure he would have been screaming out for help and in pain. So, more than likely, the first hit was to his head, and that's why no one heard anything. Now, Nicholas's attorney did try to plead not guilty by insanity, but they ended up changing their mind and they took a deal and they pled guilty. The courts tried him as an adult for how disturbing this crime was, and they said that this was the worst child on child crime that they've ever seen. Nicholas was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 15 years. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know down in the comments what other videos or cases that you would like me to cover. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I hope you have a very spooky 31 Nights of Halloween.